Hello guys, my name is Koushik and welcome back to LetCode. In this video, we are going to convert this script into this. So in the left hand side, you can see with the help of fixture, we have like minimal code, and without fixture, the page object model code looks really big, right? The test cases are exactly same. The script are exactly same, but the way we have declared our pages, not the pages, the import statement or creating the object is complex in page object model, but with the help of fixture it's very minimal. So you can see the differences. We have like 5 lines of import statement, and then we have a describe block, and then we have created all the objects, and based on that we have written before all, and we have said like how to take the how to create the object and how to use that, right? Then we have written our test cases, but here with the help of fixture you can see that we do not have much import, only one import is there, and the test looks more appropriate here, right? So we don't have to write much code in page object model with the help of fixture. So in our previous video, I already discussed about fixture in detail, I believe, and I hope you guys have a good idea on that. Okay, so now let's see how to convert this code into this. Within our fixture folder, I'm going to create a file as called base pages.ts. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do first import. I'm going to import all the pages that I wanted to create a common objects. Okay, so if I go to our pages, and here we can see that we have 3 pages. One is the common function, another one is the header page, and then another one is the login page, right? So we are going to create an object for all this. We're going to do the import. Okay, and then another one is the common function, right? So we'll copy and paste over here. Okay, that's it. We are pretty much done. So we have imported all the pages that we have, right? Now what we are going to do, we are going to use the make use of fixture. So for that I'm going to import the test first. So import test, and then I'm going to say from, and it's going to be from the playwright at test. Okay, and then we are going to use the fixture concept. So for that I'm going to create a const test, and then I'm going to say test. Before that we'll just give a alias to this. So test as base test. Okay, then here we'll say like base test dot extend is the function, and within that we have to give the generic first, and within this we are going to write some code. Okay, so what the generic code here, it's going to be very simple. In our previous video also we discussed like how to create this one. So this is basically my type, right? If you do not know about type, it's a very simple concept. I will try to explain that in next video. As of now I'm not going to use this type. Instead of that I'm going to show you directly how can we use it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is very simple. I'm going to create first objects for these classes. Okay, so first one I'm going to say like login page, and then this is going to be of type login page here. Okay, so I hope you believe this. I believe you know this is very simple concept, right? So how we write in JavaScript is basically we'll say something like var a, and we'll give some data to it, right? And in TypeScript what we'll do the same, but here I can say like explicitly I can say what is the data type it's going to be, right? So here you can say that it's var b, and the type is of string, right? Similarly here this is the object name login page, and the type is login page, the class itself we are giving. Okay, very simple concept. I hope you remember this one. Okay, or else I have a dedicated playlist for the TypeScript, you can refer that. Okay, now coming back to the next one, we are going to create an object for the header page. So actually we are not creating an object, we are just declaring. Okay, so I'm declaring the types. Okay, and then we have this guy called common function, or I can name it like common page, and the type is going to be common, not this one, not command, it should be common function. Okay, that's it, pretty much cool. Okay, so we are done with the types declarations. Okay, this is what we actually did in the yesterday video also. I said like not types, it should be like type. I can say like pages, and then I can give this guys here, not this one, equal to. Okay, so here I can just copy and paste over here. Okay, then instead of writing within the same extent, I can say like pages. Okay, both the ways are exactly same. However you feel comfort, you can write it, there is nothing wrong. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Okay, this is just a warning, you can ignore. As of now we'll just go back with the previous one. Okay, so I'll just comment this for your reference. Okay, Now what we'll do, we'll write the objects here. Okay, so if you remember in our previous video what we did, we first declare like what is the type and what is the code inside this, right? So here I'm referring to the hey, and it has a type of string and we have declared this string. Now this is pages, the classes, right? So we have to call the constructor. So here I'll say like login page, and of course we need a async function, so I'll just get a async here, and come on, and then within this I'm going to get the page. Okay, and here if you remember we have something like use, okay, the info, test info basically. Okay, so instead of info I'm saying it as a use. Okay, then what I'm going to do is we have to return this, so we'll use the arrow function here, and within this I can say like await use, and within that I'm going to create the constructor here. Okay, so new login page, and within the constructor I need to pass this page. Okay, so what is exactly happening here? It's very simple, let me make you understand. So here if I go to this login page, here you can see that within the constructor we are receiving the page, right? So the page is what? Page is coming from the Playwright library. Okay, and here what we did is we have created for this variable or the object, we are trying to do the reference, right? So we are taking that and we are making this function as async, and within this we are going to get the page from the Playwright, this test guy, not this one, so this test guy. Okay, and then what we are trying to do, we are trying to set the use. This is nothing but the info. So if I have to give you a reference, you can see here this one, right? So async, the page we are getting here, we are getting here, there we are getting the page, and this info, with the info we can do like skip and everything, right? So here similarly we are trying to get this use, just a use is a name, it can be anything, abc info, anything, and with that help we are trying to create the object. That's it, very simple. Okay, now I will give comma, and then I will create something for the header page as well. Okay, so I'm just going to copy paste over here, and here I'm going to change this and this to this. Okay, very simple, neat and clean. Okay, so similarly we are going to do for the common function as well. So I'm just going to copy paste, and here I will say like common page, and the class name is common function. Okay, so that's it, very simple, very neat and clean. Okay, so I think this is very easy to understand. Let me remove, okay, let it be, no problem. So here what we did is first we declare like what are the pages we have. If you have like 100 of pages, you can give it here itself, or if you want to segregate based on the modules, you can create multiple fixture, and based on the fixture you can create your test cases. It's very simple. Okay, now this might be a little confusing, but if you see the code one or two times, or if you use the code one or two times, you will get it very easily. Okay, so now we have declared all the references, and based on that we are trying to create the object. So to create the object, of course we have to say like new, the class name, that is the constructor, and within the constructor we are passing the page. Now how I will get the page, in the sense here we are saying like async, and within the brackets we are getting the page and the use reference. So with the help of use, what this use will do means it will create the object, and we can use that in our pages, in our test pages. Okay, so now we are going to do the import here, right? So here I will say like awesome power cut, sorry for that. Okay, let me type. Okay, so export, and then followed by we are going to default, then followed by the test here. Okay, and then what we are going to do, we are going to also export the test, I mean not the test, the expect, correct? So here I will say like export const expect, and then followed by test dot expect, export, I mean test dot expect. Okay, so that's it, neat and clean. Okay, if you want to export the describe, you can still do that. Okay, so you just add it one more. Okay, now here I'm going to create my test here, so new file, and I'm going to say like test.ts, just to make it very simple, and within that let me show you how to use it. Okay, so here first of all we'll do the import what, import test from where, from the fixture, not the Playwright test, we are going to use the fixture. Okay, and that is in the base pages. Okay, and apart from that also we want this guy, another guy called expect, right? So I'm going to import that as well. Okay, that's it, very simple, and here you should give a comma. Okay, that's it. Now you might ask me why this is within the bracket and this is not within the bracket, because here if I go, you can see this is the default. So for the default, the curly braces are not required, but if you're going to create as a constant, then of course we have to import. So that is known as named importer. Okay, I do not remember exactly, but maybe I will try to cover it in another video. Okay, but it's very simple. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to write the test, right? So for that I can say like test, and then of course the same thing, here we'll say like give any name, let it be test1, and then it's going to be async, and then within this we have to get the brackets, and then not this one, yeah. Okay, very simple. It is just basically how we create our test. Now what we'll do is generally we'll import the, we'll use the page from the Playwright test runner, right? But instead of that, what I wanted to use is basically the header page first, then followed by the login, and then followed by the common function. Okay, it's not like we should use in the same order can be anything, you know, that that's not a really problem. Okay, now I will go and say like await, and then I can say like first of all we are going to header page, and we'll click on the login link. Okay, so we'll click on the login link. I believe you remember this test case. This is exactly same that we written in our page object model test, this one. So the same thing only, so I can just copy paste. Actually, instead of writing too much, I can copy paste. Okay, that will make sense, I believe. Okay, and here we have everything like login, but here we have given login page. So what I'll do, I'll just replace this. Okay, so you can use Control D to select all the multiple matchings, and then you can just paste. Okay, so that's it. And here we have the data email, that data from where we are getting data. We are getting the data from this import. So I'll just copy this import and paste over here. Okay, and then followed by what we are getting header. So header for that, so I have given like header page, so we'll just change it here and change it here. Okay, and common page, this is going to be my common page. Okay, that's it, very simple. So you can see we didn't write much what we call that, import, and here we are using the page. So just in case if you want to use, you can use that page as well. Okay, that's it guys, very simple. Now I do not have internet connection because my power is down here. Let me try to connect my hotspot and run this. Okay, the power is back, but I'm going to connect, like I have connected my mobile network, so it might be little slow. Sorry for that. Okay, so let's go. Now within the Playwright config file, I'm just going, I have changed the test.ts, that is my actual test case name. Okay, now I'm going to say npm run, and then followed by test, and that should run our test case, I believe. Let's see. Okay, test is running, the browser is actually here. Yeah, so here you can see that okay, forgot one thing. So here you can see that it's basically blank page because we didn't say how to get the URL, so sorry for that. So what we'll do, we'll we can here, we can use it here itself, or else we can use like so to load the URL, I'm going to use the before each hook here. So test dot before, not double dot, it should be before each. And with that same thing, so we are going to make it as async, and then we are going to get the page here, and then we are going to say await, then followed by page dot go to, right? So go to is the function to load the URL, and that's going to be https:// LetCode. Got it. Okay, now let's go to our terminal, and I'm going to run this again, so you can see that. Okay, so it's going to bring up my browser here, you can see, and it loaded the URL. Now it's going to click on the login. It's little slow because of my internet, but yeah, now the login is done, and it's going to do the assert, the expect, and then it's going to close the browser. Okay, that's it, very simple, nothing much here. You can write n number of tests within the same file. If you want to group, you can use the grouping. And just in case if you are interested to see the traceability as well, so instead of writing like browser dot context, I mean context dot start tracing, what we can do is within the config, within the use, we can say it here. Okay, so we can say like trace, and then we have like three options. We can four option actually, off, on, retain on failure, and retry with trace. Okay, so I'm going to give on. So whenever my test is going to run, it's going to give me the tracing file. Okay, so that will be stored default in this location, not in this location. It will actually store in the test result. Okay, so let me show you that again. So I'm going to execute again. It's very simple, guys. You just have to practice, you will get it. It might sounds like little complex, but it's really easy, and it's really helping us to reduce the code complexity. Okay, so we don't have to write that many objects, that many um, import. You just write it once, and you can use it across all your tests. That is the beauty of fixture. And of course, you can have multiple fixture. You can use multiple fixtures in multiple tests. Okay, but whatever the fixture you are going to use or import, based on that you have to create this test object or this test hooks. Okay, so make sure you are going to correct the appropriate fixture. Okay, that's it. So here you can see if I go to my test result folder, here you can see that we have the trace. Now you know already the command to open the trace, so of course you can try it yourself. Okay, so that's it, we are done with this fixture. Maybe I will make one more video. Okay, now let me give you a quick recap. Okay, so here we have base pages. So what is this base pages means? We are going to keep all our classes, and we are going to create the object. It's very simple. Okay, so what is the benefit? Actually, I forgot to tell you. So for example, here I have like test1 file, right? I have one file. I didn't create any import statement for the pages, and I didn't create any of the objects. Okay, usually how we do all the before all. In the before all, we do all the objects, we create all the objects, and then we use. But if I have like, let's say, assume that I have 5 test cases, 5 different test files. So in all the files, I have to again import, I have to again do the object creation, right? But with the help of fixture, I can just get it here, whatever the pages I want, and based on that I can call the functions directly. But of course we know that without object it's not going to work. So where do we create the object? In the sense, we'll create in our fixture. That is the use of fixture. So here we have imported all the classes whatever we need, and then we have declared like variables with their types, and based on the variables we are creating the object. How to create object? New login page, the constructor. But to make use of this one, we are using this function called use, and which is again like await async. Okay, async and await everything in Playwright. And whatever we want to use, we will uh, export to that. Okay, so export default test, in the sense the test will be exported. And if I want to use anything else like test.expect or test.describe, we can export that. Only one default export is possible, so that's why we are creating const, and then we are passing multiple things. Okay, and here also we are doing the same import. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's it from this video. I hope this is very clear and this is very useful. Trust me, it might sound little difficult in the fixture at the beginning, but once you get used to it, this is really cool. Okay, so with that said, that's it from my side. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.